What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another Bucs on Deck podcast episode. As I'm recording this right now, the Pirates are putting quite the beating on the Athletics right now. Looks like they'll take 2 of 3. We'll talk more. Tomorrow's episode will be more of a kind of recapping the entire Athletics series in general, since everything kind of ended late. We'll preview the Rockies series. Since it's an off day in between, not much minor league stuff going on yesterday. The Altoona game was suspended in the 7th inning. They're going to finish up on Thursday. And then the rookie league teams, they're all off on Wednesdays. So it's just 3 games that were completed. We'll kind of go through the rundown on that real quick. AAA, Indianapolis, they lose 6-5 in extras to the Iowa Cubs. Emmanuel Valdez went 3 for 4 with a double 2 runs. The password, can't speak tonight, went 1 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Kiner Delgado went 2 for 4. Antoine Kelly, he pitched in a piggyback situation. Derek Diamond got the quote unquote start. He opened. Kelly struggled, allowed 5 earned runs. All 4 of those were on a grand slam. 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 2/3. Not exactly the kind of start that you want to kind of build off of making your major league debut. It was the first game he's pitched since making that debut over the weekend. Starting to get the feeling that perhaps maybe he's gonna. The best long-term home for him is going to be out of the bullpen, potentially in shorter bursts. I don't think that the fastball is going to miss many bats it hasn't in the upper levels when it's not like obviously, shape and you can throw a lot of that out the window if he's throwing triple digits, but if he you're using him multiple innings, he's going to kind of scale back to try to make sure you get those multiple innings. Think maybe the best role is just get him in there 1 inning. He can kind of max effort and maybe touch the upper 90s, triple digits more consistently. Maybe that will lead to more swing and miss. But it just doesn't seem to be kind of working when it's 95, 96, 97. Your best hope is going to be, even looking, I pulled up the numbers, and I know I talked about this before. I pulled up the numbers of all his fastballs in AAA so far at 99 plus, and like even the 99 plus kind of gets hit fairly hard. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. I don't think there's going to be necessarily a rush to get him back up in Pittsburgh to pitch out of the bullpen and give him some time to kind of get things going here. High A, Greensboro, they had a chance to clinch a playoff spot. The first half of the season ends on Thursday. Whoever leads the division at the end of the first half, they clinch a playoff spot for the end of the season. They blow a late lead due to the bullpen. And now they're in a situation to where they have to not only win on Thursday, but they need the Frederick Keys to also lose in order to clinch a playoff spot, or else they're going to have to go for a second half title. And then the tricky thing sometimes with second half titles is, you're a really good team in the first half. Do you have some of those players get picked off and kind of promoted elsewhere up to like Altoona and stuff like that? So maybe you're not dealing with the same kind of team. Yordany De Los Santos, Tony Blanco Jr., Murph Gray, all go 1 for 4 with a solo home run. Yordany and Blanco, those were their 11th home runs of the season. Murph Gray, that was his 10th of the season. I think technically that's like 12 for Yordany now. That's 13 for Yordany. He hit 2 in in Bradenton during a rehab assignment. So that's 13 total, 11 in Greensboro. That is a couple past his career high. He's having a really solid season. He's hitting in 31 games with Greensboro. He's hitting 276, 353, 597 with those 11 home runs. He's 19 to 22. He's stolen 19 bases on 22 attempts. He's an interesting player. He's kind of maybe getting on the right path. The swing and miss is still there. The contact rates are still not ideal. It's going to be a below average hit tool. You're probably hoping that it gets to a 40, because that will allow it to play maybe in a part-time bench role and stuff like that. I think the biggest thing for him is like it's kind of like he still has the speed. Like he has 20 stolen bases on this, right at 20 stolen bases. So like there's still some speed in there, but it looks like he's filled out a little bit more, a lot more physical. It's kind of becoming like you could kind of see it morphing into the power over hit kind of thing, and I think that's kind of important that the profile takes that kind of shift, because he's never been like a great like hitter. Like the bat to ball skills has never been great. So you're kind of hoping that the power is starting to come, and I think we'll get a better idea of just how legitimate the power is once he gets to the upper levels. He's still just 21 years old. I mean, it's still super young. He already had his birthday for this year, so he'll be 21 for the rest of the season. There's still time to kind of find a role, and if he can keep playing shortstop, I think the Pirates are definitely, or he definitely be cooking with something. They could find something there, as long as he doesn't kind of play his way out of shortstop. If like the frame keeps filling out. Murph Gray, I had 10 home runs now, and he has it took him like a month or so for them to get him into high A. So he has 18 home runs on the season total. I'm gonna say, college kid, high draft pick. Like at this point, I feel like I don't know if they push him that quickly. I mean, there's still some swing and miss kind of stuff there. The contact rate's kind of taken a pretty good hit since he's been in Greensboro. But I just think he's, even with that, he's kind of just like matching this pitching here. Like he's just needs to be challenged a little bit more. And I think I don't know. Like I said, I like talking promotions too much, but he's definitely playing his way into at least consideration. I know they wanted to kind of get the swing decisions and all that kind of stuff right and set before they moved him up to Greensboro. We'll see if that's kind of the same case here as far as trying to get maybe that chase rate down, or at least a little bit consistent with it. Down in Bradenton, they had an 11 a.m. game with the Altoona game getting postponed as 2 games, or I guess suspended. Had a couple early games, and then just the Greensboro game really that just finished late. Edglin Perez went 2 for 5, 2 RBIs and a double. Luke Scherer had a really, really good game, 3 for 3 with a RBI and a walk. Made a couple really, really great defensive plays playing first base. And then Levi Sterling, 6 shutout innings, only gave it 2 hits, struck out 4. He's it's all starting to kind of come together. Maybe it's not all. It hasn't been pretty the entire time, but like he's getting outs. 8 of his last 9 starts, he's completed at least 5 innings. He has then back-to-back 6-inning outings. During the month of June, he has a 2.65 ERA with 17 innings pitched, 3 walks, and 20 strikeouts. Like I said, He's looked good. He's looked efficient. He's been. You could see, like, looking at it, he's playing around with what pitches works. The slider's starting to look really good. This game, it was really just the fastball looked like the two seam, slider and curveball. Didn't really go with hasn't really used the changeup too much this year. Hasn't used the four seam too much. At least this is what like Statcast is showing. I know sometimes the fastballs get blend together depending on like the arm slot. Like the four seam will have some additional run to it, so sometimes Statcast will kind of pick it up as a sinker. But kind of looking at the plot and all that, it looks like it's probably a fair thing. The two seam was something that he said was new this year. Actually, the feature that will be out today is on Levi Sterling, based off another conversation I had with him while I was in Bradenton. Just going over some like off-season work and how everything's kind of like coming together and everything for him. So be on the lookout for that there. But yeah, it's a short day, quiet day. Not much going on. Tomorrow we'll get into talk a little bit on the Pirates since we haven't done it the last couple of days. Recap the A series, preview the Rockies. Should be some interesting pitching going on over the weekend. Although at Coors Field things can be interesting for other reasons. But as always, subscribe. Bucs on Deck Substack. Daily features, daily content on the Pirates organization. We cover the major league team all the way down to rookie league, all Dominican League, Florida Complex League, all that stuff. Won't get the kind of information anywhere else that you do here. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We get daily videos out as well. Wrapping up most of the Bradenton videos over the next couple days. You get a good look at just about everybody who played while I was down there. At least some sort of look you'll get. I know that the pitchers. It's hard to get videos on pitchers, so didn't get much there. I start getting some stuff for my second Greensboro trip up. Have the full length video of the Seth Hernandez thing that'll go up within the next week. Some other more video of some of the hitters and stuff like that. But like I said, thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys tomorrow, and go subscribe to the Substack.